Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was a Rational Person? And yeah guys, it is one of those funny type-ish ideas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you do then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 5 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. In the play area where kids were playing with one another, all except for one who was being ignored by everyone. He was sitting on a swing with a sad expression on his face. But he was looking at them, observing them, and noticing their parents nearby, who was looking towards him, placing a hand in front of their lips and muttering something to the others. "Is that him?" "Yes, I think it is. He doesn't look like a monster. It's all an act. Can you tell? He's a demon in human skin." Naruto, the child, his eyes widened, and he immediately got up and began to run as fast as he could. He himself was scared when he found out that people were calling him a demon. Arriving straight to only one place where he knew he could get some sort of calmness, and that was the Hokage office. Hiruzen Sarutobi was currently busy dealing with the elders when Naruto barged in. I'm sorry, I did not knew you were busy. Gigi, it's alright, Naruto." "Naruto? You mean him? What is he doing here, Hiruzen? We told you you can't show violent favoritism to anyone. He is an orphan. And as you know, I have taken him under my wing. There's nothing you can do about it. In this sense, you need to take under your wing all those others who cannot have the others' opportunity that these boys have, or the others have." As Danzo said these words, Hiruzen sighed. "Please, can you leave?" And so they all left. "Right, what is it, Naruto?" As Naruto then told Hiruzen what he had heard, Hiruzen's expression for a moment changed before returning back to normal. "It must be a misunderstanding, Naruto. But people called me that." "Alright, if anything happens, I'm here until night. You can come back to me, okay? Just go back again and try to make some friends." Hiruzen pushed Naruto to make some bonds, and so Naruto tried but already had failed, and yet he was urging him to do more. So Naruto, giving up, went again. But this time, he did not go to the park. He knew it was useless, so he went straight towards the orphanage. And that is when he wasn't allowed entrance. He knocked on the door as the matriarch came inside, the same one who fed him and tended to him, but now with a cold expression. "What do you want?" I want to come in, ma'am." "You cannot. Get out of here, and don't you dare show your face," said the woman with anger in her voice as she opened the door and threw out a small suitcase. "This is your stuff. Don't you dare show your face here again, ever." And with that, the door was slammed shut on his lips. But what did I do? "Get out of here, you damn demon." And Naruto has heard that word again. Now twice it has happened. As Naruto picked up his bag and began to drag it through the streets of Konoha, it took him an hour to get towards the Hokage office. Hiruzen by the time was done and was ready to leave, and as soon as he set a foot outside the Hokage office and the building, he saw Naruto, covered in sweat, drenched more like it, dragging a suitcase behind him. "What happened?" "Gigi," said Naruto, out of breath. "Give me a glass of water, now!" As Hiruzen made sure that Naruto drank it, and after doing so, he calmed down. And then Hiruzen asked what happened, and Naruto explained everything, that how he was kicked out today as well. Hiruzen knew this was going to get out of hand. "She called me a demon as well. Am I a demon? What am I?" "You're nothing more than Naruto Uzumaki, a boy who was unfortunate to be an orphan. That is all you ever are, Naruto. But you will move forward from this." And so, Hiruzen made sure that he would do something about Naruto's situation, and the very next day, a small apartment was found and bought out by Hiruzen. Now he owned it. Naruto was moved there, and given the essentials needs that he was needed, it was more than enough. "Is this really my place?" "Yes, Naruto, this is yours. You can stay here as long as you want." "Thank you, Gigi." As after that, Naruto settled down, and Hiruzen made sure that an amount of money was given each and every month to Naruto so he could survive. Naruto had faced a lot of problems. Even after that, people wouldn't sell him stuff, or those who were willing to would overcharge him, and even then they were substandard and secondary goods. Only one shop, although, was willing to allow Naruto to dine in, the Ichiraku ramen stand. That hadn't changed. They were still the kind people that let Naruto in, and Naruto, having to survive, was forced to eat ramen in breakfast, dinner, and lunch. But not only that, he also learned how to fish and hunt small animals like rabbits and fishes, and was able to start a fire on its own and would cook them outside. In this way, he was able to survive. As Naruto's age grew and he turned to the age of 7, Hiruzen decided to pique an interest into Naruto's life, and so he did. What do you want to become when you grow older, Naruto? I don't know, to be honest, Gigi. What about shinobis? You can become a shinobi. Like myself. Like you. I don't know. I mean, you're the Hokage, and I heard that Hokages are supposed to be the strongest. Of course they are, but I started like you. Many previous Hokages started like you. What happened to them? They died fighting what they believed in. Died? Yes. I don't want to die. Well, if you are good enough, like me, you would be able to survive. I don't want to fight anyone or, survive. I just want to live my life. As Hiruzen looked towards Naruto with wide eyes, the same could be said for Tenerichi and Ayame. As Hiruzen then said, Naruto, you don't want to become a shinobi? No, it's not for me. Please, stop asking me. Really? Yes, I don't want to become a shinobi. I just want to live my life the way I want to. I think Hokage-sama, I don't want to step out of my place and speak, but it's Naruto's choice, don't you think so, to live the way he wants to live? Said Tenemichi, as Hiruzen nodded after a moment of shock, which was still evident on his face. And afterwards, Naruto was dropped back at home, and Hiruzen continuously visited him, trying to make sure that he followed the shinobi path. But Naruto, when the academy years were about to begin, instead rolled into a civilian academy which taught skills, and he began to learn the skills of a carpenter, how to work with wood and all that. Luckily enough, the civilians, the good ones from within those who blamed him, still allowed him to learn and survive because they knew that this boy didn't want to become a shinobi, meaning that he was possessed by the Kyuubi as they had thought initially. And now, Naruto was learning that. 1 year had passed when the council found out about this. The civilian council didn't mind at all because to them it was a win-win situation. The Kyuubi was contained, and maybe the child that they thought was a demon wasn't a demon and just a scared child who was trying to survive, which made an awkward situation for them. So they didn't force anything and remained neutral from here onwards. But the elders, shinobi clans, and the Hokage themselves were quite worried. He is our Jinchuriki in the end, Hokage-sama. You can't allow this to continue onwards, said Shikaku Nara. I get it that he doesn't want to become a shinobi, but that is not his fate. As soon as Minato sealed the Kyuubi within him, he was forced to take upon the role to be our protector and last line of defense. In short, he is our weapon, Hiruzen, said Danzo, cutting Shikaku off. I didn't mean to say that, but it is what it is. Long story short, he is our weapon, Konoha's weapon, and if he likes it or not, he has to act like one. If you cannot make him act like one, I, for one, vote myself to be given the opportunity to train and mold him into the perfect weapon. Those in favor raised their hand, and surprisingly enough, neither did the shinobis and neither did the civilians raise their hands, as the only people that were there were Danzo and his two ass lickers, the other two elders. What? How can you do this? You know what Danzo and we have done for you. How can you leave us like this in a time of need? It's for Konoha. It's for you. We don't need the Kyuubi, said civilian council representatives, especially Mebuki Haruno, their leader. That boy, he was given an unfortunate fate, and we have blamed him enough. But he is trying to live a normal life. That is something we cannot take away from him. Not us, not you, not him. If you do not drop this, we will go to the daimyo. As everyone was shocked, but Mebuki-san, you have to understand that this is not something you would understand. This is about the protection of everyone, the Konoha itself. What if the other villages bring in their Jinchuriki? There has been wars, and not a single time a Jinchuriki has been used. Only once it came close, and that itself was settled. Luckily. Yes, luckily, but yes, it was settled. We have never, alongside the other elemental nations, ever used a Jinchuriki in a battle, ever. We have fought with our might, and why are you adamant that there would be a war? These are peaceful times. Hiruzen-sama himself said so. Are you not confident in them? As Mebuki made some points which were quite valid to ask, even the shinobis had to ask because they too were losing confidence. Were they really at war? Because that meant they would be the first on the front lines and lose more clansmen, meaning more casualties for them and less numbers. No, we are at peace. And Jiraiya has confirmed that there is no aggression from any village. Then what is the point of aggressing towards our Jinchuriki training? He doesn't want it. He wants a normal life. Then let him, for the heaven's sake, enjoy a normal life. It's best for us, it's best for him, and it's best for everyone here. Those who were in favor said Danzo, as immediately some of the shinobi side and almost all of the civilian side raised their hands, including Hiruzen himself. What? Hiruzen? Are you turning back on your words? You just said that we needed him as a weapon. I did not say that. I said that we might need his help. That is why we need to train him to become a shinobi. But if Naruto doesn't want that, we can force him. And the second thing, the civilians are right. In the history, there hasn't been a single battle that has been fought and won on the basis of Jinchurikis. It was always fought by men and women of Shinobi world. Their might. And then Danzo was silenced, and Naruto, he was allowed to continue learning. But even if one storm has settled, another one was brewing already. As time progressed, Naruto had learned how to become a proper carpenter and then went out to work with Konoha's construction team to other parts of the elemental nations, sometimes even in the rain country, where he was able to help build a few sheds and shops that were destroyed thanks to the rain. Naruto was earning for himself, making a name for himself, and a good one in the civilian world, not as a shinobi. Wherever he went, he would be respectful and work diligently, and his work was of top quality, so much so that even the daimyos of other villages began to contact him. And that was quite big. Naruto would make art pieces carved out of wood alongside with the designs that they had in mind, and then he became the Picasso of the carpenters in a sense. It was quite big, but it took him a few years to become that. Naruto was currently at the age of 15, and the storm had reached its peak. The Akatsuki, an organization made out of rogue shinobis, was about to begin their mission, which was simple, and that was to gather the Jinchurikis. One by one they began to kidnap. That is, until Konoha reached this news. It was already too late. Naruto had gone out to work in the land of fire, and from there he was kidnapped in the nighttime. Now Naruto alongside the others was there. As he looked towards them, many of them were shinobi, some of them were rogues, but they all were scared. As Naruto, being the normal one out there, then asked, "Why am I here with the others? I do not understand." "You are a Jinchuriki. The Kyubi no Yoko is sealed within you." Wow, I did not knew that. No wonder they used to call me a demon and all that. As Naruto said these words, the others looked towards him. As Naruto then asked, "Why are we here?" "You are all brought here because you are going to be sacrificed. The Biju will be extracted from you, which would end up killing you. Is there not another way, like some way that is less painful and for us to survive?" As the other party that were in the shadows, they were quite shocked. "What do you mean by that? You would willingly give this up? I mean, everyone here is scared, including me, and we'd rather live and survive. And if you want this desperately, you can have it. Not like I have any use for it. I'm just a carpenter at best." "We know who you are, Naruto. People call you quite an artiste with wood and your tools. Tell you what, come with us. And so Naruto was shockingly taken by them. As they arrived into a room, it was Deidara and Sasori who was on guard and has brought Naruto there. So tell us, which art do you prefer? I make explosive clay and he used puppets. I make puppets out of wood too. If you are able to craft me a wood puppet that I am willing to like, then there is a chance that I might request them to not kill you. Okay, I can see what I can do. Can you show me a design? What do you have in mind? So Sasori began to explain what he wants and how he wants it. And Naruto, he was able to deliver. Within a week or so, Naruto was able to craft a puppet that was quite fast, agile, and something that Sasori had never seen before. It looked normal, made out of wood. Didn't have a face, didn't had anything. But it was fast, capable of fighting, and made out of wood that was capable of handling chakra. This is amazing. I want 10 more of these. If you do that, then I will help you and the other Jinchurikis. Hold on. Only if you will let one of them go. One after the other. Not so easy. The deal was that we won't kill you and extract the Biju without killing you. And that is how it's going to stick. I will make puppets, but you have to let them go one by one. Fine. 10 puppets. Start preparing them. I'll see what I can do. Sasori and Deidara then contacted someone outside from Akatsuki, Orochimaru. He was someone who was filled to the brim with knowledge, and he was quite keen and interested because of the puppet that was seen made by Naruto Uzumaki's hand, the best of the best carpenter out there. Even he was impressed, and he knew this could be quite dangerous in a battle. So, interested in Naruto's skills in crafting other tools such as weapons, he agreed. And Sasori agreed as well, that he would ask Naruto to do this. So, he began to work on the seals, and one after the other, the Jinchurikis, after having the Biju extracted, were let go. And they began to leave back towards their home. Within 10 days, 2 to 3 Jinchurikis has left, and Naruto continued to work tirelessly for the whole month. And by the end of the month, only he was left, and all the puppets were delivered. And he was about to be brought to meet with Orochimaru. And that is when explosions were heard, and Naruto realized that there was a war happening. Turns out those Jinchurikis that they had let go, they rushed back to their homes and alerted as to what has happened and how a carpenter of all people, not even a shinobi from Konoha, a carpenter was able to help them. And that had won quite a lot of trust from others and respect. And in doing so, many of them had decided to rescue him, including Konoha. Seeing that 5 villages had descended upon them and the 10th tail was not ready, Naruto was being rushed and he was not gonna survive. As Sasori then said, "I'm sorry kid, but seems like we are running out of time." But you promised. Yes, but this wasn't also part of the deal. As Naruto was about to be killed while having the Biju extracted, the forces rushed in. They were overrun. The Akatsuki were overrun. In the end, they had no other choice but